Foreword, the Chinese culture has been deeply influenced by Confucius, a great Chinese teacher and educator. His influence extends throughout the world even today. Confucius believed that moral principles, virtues, and discipline should be the very first lessons taught to a child, and that children need to practice them daily, unlike modern-day parents who disapprove of physical punishment. Ancient Chinese parents actually encouraged and thanked the teacher when their children were punished for misbehaving. It was most important to the ancient Chinese parents that their children learn moral principles and virtues first before any other subjects, because without these as a foundation, the learning of all other subjects would be futile. In ancient China, the purpose of going to school and studying was to prepare for becoming saints and sages, not to pave the way for fame or making a profit. GUI in English means standards for being a good student and child. It is the guide to a happy life. For thousands of years, this book contained the recommended standards for students. Even though they seem stringent by today's standards, it is apparent that the people of that time felt it was important that the child should be well disciplined and taught moral principles and virtues when still very young. They felt that without strict discipline and moral standards, the child would amount to nothing. Not knowing what it meant to be dutiful to parents and respectful to teachers, a child would grow up not listening to or respecting anyone. Ironically, today, many parents listen to the child instead of the other way around. Additionally, teachers are afraid to teach and discipline children because they are fearful of violating the children's legal rights and being sued by the parents. Currently, we live in a tumultuous world where the relationships among people, between people and their environment, parents and children, husbands and wives, and employers and employees are disintegrating. Parents do not act like parents. Children do not act like children. Our minds are polluted and our family system is disintegrating, as evidenced by an ever-increasing divorce rate. Soon the planet Earth will no longer be fit for us to live on. We are fearful for our futures and the futures of our children. In reintroducing this book, we hope it will serve as reference material and provide guidance for parents and children. Thus, future generations will benefit from it and society and our world will be at peace. All the footnotes have been added by our translators to help readers more easily understand the text. Chinese characters have extensive and profound meanings. If readers feel we have not yet fully explained the text, we take this opportunity to apologize in advance. It is also important to note that these standards were used in ancient China, at a time when society was centered on the male and only the male child was allowed to enter school. Therefore, all the pronouns used in the translation are of the male gender. For today's society, the standards apply equally to all children, male and female. Outline GUI are standards for being a good student and child is a book that was taught by Chinese saints and sages of the ancient past. The book first teaches us how to be dutiful to our parents, and how to be respectful and loving to our siblings. It then teaches us how to be cautious with all people, matters, and objects in our daily lives, how to be a trustworthy person, and to believe in the teachings of the ancient saints and sages. Furthermore, it teaches us to love all equally and to be close to and learn from people of virtue and compassion. Only when we have accomplished all the above can we then study further and learn literature and art, improve the quality of our cultural and spiritual lives. Chapter 2 Standards for a younger brother when away from home. If I am the older sibling, I will befriend the younger ones. If I am the younger sibling, I will respect and love the older ones. Only when I can maintain harmonious relationships with my siblings am I being dutiful to my parents. When I value my familial ties more than property and belongings, no resentment will come between me and my siblings. When I am careful with words and hold back hurtful comments, my feelings of anger naturally die out. Whether I am drinking, eating, walking, or sitting, I will let the elders go first. The younger ones should follow. When an elder is asking for someone, I will get that person for him right away. If I cannot find the person, I will immediately report back and put myself at the elder's service instead. When I address an elder, I should not call him by his given name. This is in accord with ancient Chinese etiquette. In front of an elder, I will never show off. If I meet an elder I know on the street, I will promptly clasp my hands and greet him with a bow. If he does not speak to me, I will step back and respectfully stand aside. Should I be riding a horse and spot an elder I know walking, I will dismount and pay respect to the elder. If I am riding in a carriage, I will stop, get out of the carriage, and ask if I can give the elder a ride. If I meet an elder passing by, I will stand aside and wait respectfully. I will not leave until the elder disappears from my sight. When an elder is standing, I will not sit. After an elder sits down, I sit only when I am told to do so. Before an elder, I will speak softly, but if my voice is too low and hard to hear, it is not appropriate. When meeting an elder, I will walk briskly towards him. When leaving, I will not exit in haste. When answering a question, I will look at the person who is asking me the question. I will serve my uncles as if I am serving my parents. I will treat my cousins as if they are my own siblings. Chapter 3. Be cautious. In my daily life I will get up each morning before my parents. At night, I will go to bed only after my parents have gone to sleep. When I realize that time is passing me by and cannot be turned back, and that I am getting older year by year, I will especially treasure the present moment. When I get up in the morning, I will wash my face and brush my teeth. After using the toilet, I will always wash my hands. I must wear my hat straight and make sure the hooks of my clothes are tied. My socks and shoes should also be worn neatly and correctly. I will always place my hat and clothes away in their proper places. I will not carelessly throw my clothes around, for that will get them dirty. It is more important that my clothes are clean, rather than how extravagant they are. I will wear only what is suitable for my station. At home, I will wear clothes according to my family traditions and customs. When it comes to eating and drinking, I will not pick and choose my food. I will only eat the right amount. I will not overeat. I am still young. I must not drink alcohol. When I am drunk, my behavior will turn ugly. I will always walk composed, with light and even steps. I will always stand up straight and tall. My bows will always be deep, with hands held in front and arms rounded. I will always pay my respect with reverence. One will not step on door sills or stand leaning on one leg. I will not sit with my legs apart or sprawled out. I will not rock the lower part of my body while standing or sitting down. I will always lift the curtain slowly and quietly. I must leave myself ample space when I turn so I will not bump into a corner. I will hold empty containers carefully as if they were full. I will enter empty rooms as if they were occupied. I will avoid doing things in a hurry, as doing things in haste will lead to many mistakes. I should not be afraid of difficult tasks, and I will not become careless when a job is too easy. I will keep away from rowdy places. I will not ask about things that are abnormal or unusual. When I am about to enter a main entrance, I must first ask if someone is inside. Before entering a room, I must first make myself heard, so that those inside know someone is approaching. If someone asks who I am, I must give my name. To answer "it is me," or "me," is not sufficient. Before borrowing things from others, I must ask for permission. If I do not ask, it is stealing. When borrowing things from others, I will return them promptly.